This video gonna teach you how to spot the people that are in competition with you. Sometimes you might not even know. Over here at the Brother Love Show. Peace, and blessings, Brother Love Show family. How we doing out there in Brother Love Show land, Brother Love Show nation? Sit on down. Let's talk about it. It's the beginning of the year. It's the beginning of 2022. You know what we got to do, right? We got to sit on down and we got to talk about a few things. We got to talk strategy going into 2022. Let's talk a little strategy. Let's talk about signs that are people in competition with you. All right, there's a few signs that Brother Love Show, we need you to understand out there that there's people around you that are in competition with you. And I got a few signs I want you to check out so you can kind of know who's in competition with you without you knowing, okay? Let's move on, Brother Love Show. Okay, first sign. And I want everybody, some of you going to know some of this, but I want you to pay attention this time. This is a new year. I want you to really pay attention to people this year, okay? First sign, they will always try to one-up you. Anybody that's trying to one-up you all the time, watch it. We need you to watch this year. We need to have our focus on people this year, and we need to look at traits and behaviors this year, okay? Anyone who's trying to one-up you all the time is a person that's in competition with you, okay? You could be making a statement, and they will say someone else do it better. You could be making a statement about something that it could be something small, baking a cookie. They'll directly next word out of their mouth will be so and so cookies are great. They're trying to one up you, okay? These are the people that we really got to look out for because they're around, and some of us, we don't know how to identify them. We've been feeling some type of way, but this is what they're doing. They're trying to one up you, all right? Another sign that someone is competing with you is they will constantly interrupt you. Anyone who constantly interrupts you, when you're talking, when you're making statements, they interrupt you. That's the person in the room that's in competition with you. That's them right there. That's your competitor. Okay, Walmart got Target. This is your competitor, okay? These people, they're doing this on purpose to you. Understand that, all right? They will always have something to say when you're speaking or doing something. They will always have something to say. When you're speaking, they're going to have something to say. Always. Those are your competitors, okay? Another sign that people are competing with you is people who only call you when they have an accomplishment, or they only call when they're ready to boast or brag. Think about it. Think about people in your life that only call you when they got something good going on, or when they they got a new car, they got something. They don't call to check. They call to tell you about accomplishments. I'm sure some of us have people like that. These are frenemies, and they are all in competition with you, okay? These are just some of the signs of people that are in competition with you. We got to know this. Another sign of people that's in competition with you. People will ask, how did you do something? Or what are you using to get your job done? See that right there? That is directly picking your formula. Direct competition with you, whether you know it or not. Even if they come from a friend angle, even if they come from an angle of friendship, they're trying to come steal. I'm sorry. Because if they didn't come at you and say, listen, I like what you're doing, it's beautiful. I like your formula and methods. Show me how to do that, brother. If they just come and just blatantly, well, how do you? Directly in competition with you. Signs that they're in competition with you, okay? These same people will never give you theirs, though. Understand. When they come to ask you for your formula, they don't tell you their failed formula. They don't say, well, listen, I'm trying this right here and it didn't work. I'm trying to use this program, but it's not working. What program are you using? I need to better my stuff. They won't say that. They'll just throw it in there and ask you, well, what are you using? How do you get your job done in the way that you get your job done? Understand, these people are in direct competition with you. All right? Let's move on. People that steal your ideas and recreate them as yours. We've all been through this. These people, you might want to bake cookies today. And you just say that. Tomorrow, your next door neighbor selling cookies. She overheard your conversation. Just people steal ideas because people they don't have their own motivation. Take it as flattery sometimes. Because if it happened to you a lot of times, you will get disgruntled. All right. Take it as a good thing. But understand, we're using these identifiers, okay? Comment deflect. They will come back and ask you for your approval. Your friend look like, huh? They will bring it back to you, knowing you started it, knowing that you did it, knowing this, and ask your approval. This is a comment deflect. This is just they're checking to see if you've seen that they're copycatting you. Yeah, this was some of your close friends will do this to you. They'll do that. Okay. They'll say they got the idea elsewhere. Oh, I just thought about it. No, it wasn't a conversation that you heard me say 3 days ago. It wasn't what you heard me say last week. It wasn't heard you say what I was about to do. That wasn't it. Oh, it wasn't that you seen that I'm doing this and now you're doing it. Signs that there are people in competition with you. We got to understand. All right. Let's keep moving. They will be passive aggressive. Passive aggressive people. You know what this is. People will be passive aggressive. Watch that, because that's big. People do that. You got to kind of watch that. This year, we want to gauge people. We need to know who our friends are this year, people. We need to know who our competition is. We need to know who our helpers are. We got to have identifiers this year, okay? They will insult you. They will insult you around others behind your back. Listen for that. Listen. Just keep your ear open, okay? Or they'll just stop supporting you. Damn, my folks don't come around no more. Hope they don't like the videos no more. Hope they just stop supporting you. When they see you as a threat, people see you as a threat. People see you as an upcoming, well, I don't care what field it is. People will stop supporting you as a way of showing you that they not down, okay? Direct competition, all right? You'll feel a negative vibe from the person after a while. The vibe is, sometimes you got to go with the vibe. It's not hate. A lot of times we think the bad vibe is hate. Actually, it's a competition vibe. It's a competitor's vibe. You got to kind of differentiate that. Some people just, it's not that they don't like you. They just see you as competition. Yeah, that's what it be. All right. Sometimes, you know what people do? They think about this, and I want y'all to really peep this right here too, okay? People will use flattery as a weapon. Wow, you're like, how do you use flattery as a weapon? Using praise to get close to you to gather information to use later against you. So how do you get close to a person? You give them a little love, you give them a little flattery, you give them a little something, and that person usually will give back a little bit, a little energy, and they will find a chink in your armor. They will try to find something that they could talk about later. Something that they seen that you don't do as good as everybody couldn't see, or just something. They're only doing this to get close to you in order to find stuff to talk to you about later, to find ammunition to tear you down later. All right? So watch people using flattery as a weapon, okay? When people say certain shit, ask yourself why. Is it really genuine? There's a few things that we need to, you know what I mean? Keep in mind right here. We're moving into the new year. We got to move a little different, okay? Or they will use things in your past to make you look bad. That's people who's in direct competition with you would do that. They will know something about how you started, where you've had your first beginning, and they will use that against you. These are people that are in direct competition with you. This is some of the traits and tools that they use against you. All right? They will compare your accomplishments to others. All the time. Hey, I did this. Somebody else did it better. They will always, always, always compare everything you've done to someone else's that's better than yours. Always. Direct competition, okay? They will show off every time they're around you. That's the person that's in direct competition with you. Anytime you come around, they show off. People that show off like that, anytime you see a person and we call it peacocking. They start peacocking, you already know. These are the people that are in direct competition with you, and these are signs that you need to be looking for. I'm just giving it to you, Brother Love Show.